when you scored 5 goals in a game, bringing your total to 50 goals in 39 games, what did you say to your dad when you called him immediately after getting off the ice?
Well, in those days, things were different. You know, you never knew if because all the games weren't on TV. You don't know if they got it on the satellite dish or if they were able to see it. So immediately after the game, I wanted to call, and obviously I knew he probably heard. Even if he wasn't watching the game, he had friends obviously in Edmonton. They were probably calling him after the second period and updating him. Yeah, and you know, I just said, hey, it was a big night, it was a good night. And
He gave a much more animated version when I was talking to him.
He was like, what took you so long?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So but I remember driving to the arena that night, and I'd had, you know, obviously it had been a great year for our team, and obviously I was at a pretty good pace when I was driving the arena, 45 goals in 38 games. And Kevin Lowe and I used to drive to the rink together all the time, and I was very edgy and very nervous. And I remember I said to Kevin, I said, oh my God, I said, I can't get this close and not get 50 goals in 50 games. Now, I wasn't thinking 39, I wasn't thinking 40, I was thinking I got to get 50 and 50. And I remember saying to Kevin, I got 12 games to get 5 goals. I can't be the guy known, because Rocket Richard and Bossy had done it, I can't be known as the guy that got almost there and then choked. So I was so nervous going to that game. And Philadelphia at the time was a really tough team to play against. They were really disciplined defensively, and there was a difference between the East and the West. The West was a little bit more wide open, and the Eastern teams were obviously a little more defensive-minded. And Pete Peters was a very good goalie, and Pat Quinn was a really good coach. And it was always hard for me to play against Bobby Clark, but I always got excited to play against him. And it was just when I scored the first goal from the puck went off boards from behind the net, I remember I said to Paul Coffey, I said, okay, I got a good feeling about tonight. Things are going to be lucky.
And I don't know if you would expect this. Your dad got choked up when he was telling me the story because he said you told him you were calling before speaking to the press, and he said it just goes to show you how Wayne always put family first.
Well, listen, he was a big believer that the media and the press were a big part of the game of hockey, sports in general. And so for him to say, it was nice you called me before you talked to the media, was probably a big deal for me, because normally he'd say, get out there and talk to everybody.
Yeah, right.